Hi, I'm Ryan Crosby. I'm going to show you how to make a cushion cover pattern for a cushion in the field. This probably would be applicable when maybe you've made some field modifications to your cushion and the cover no longer fits, so we need to make a new pattern for that, and you can't send the cushion back to us to have that done. The other might be where we save your physical pattern for 3 years here at Ride Designs, and after that we dispose of them. So it might be after that 3-year mark and you need to make a new cover for your cushion. So I'm going to show you how to do that. First off, you need to have I think wrapping paper works really well, or if you've got access to butcher block paper. You can use cardboard. Cardboard's a little harder to mail, but not a problem. You can still use that, but paper is probably the best. And what you're going to need is your paper, your cushion without the cover on it. You'll need a marker and a tape measure, preferably a fabric tape measure or a thin metal tape measure that will allow you to lay it down into the contours. I'll show you about that in a minute. So first off, we need to trace all sides of this cushion except for the top. And this one here I have has an undercut as well as a leg discrepancy, just to make it interesting. So just trace the perimeter right flush to the edge. Okay. Right, following the contours of the leg discrepancy. All right, and that's the bottom. So on this one, I'm going to write that this is the bottom and that this is the right and left side. Next, we're going to trace the back end, so the radius end. That has to be sort of rocked as you trace it. It has to be rolled along the paper. So what I'm going to do first is roll it onto this side of the cushion and start tracing. Okay. And as I'm tracing, just going to roll it down along the paper until I reach that opposite corner. When I get to this, trace that opposite side right there. Okay, now I can do this side the same way on this other side here. And as I get to the center, I start rocking it back to the other side. You want to make sure you haven't accidentally rotated your cushion away from the, change the bottom line here. Okay, and that is the back side of the cushion. You're also going to need to mark that. So this is the right side here. And this is the left. All right, now moving on to the next one. We're going to trace the sides of the cushion. This one's pretty easy. Okay, just following the perimeter. Okay, when you are done with that, mark that this is the right side. Do the same with the left. All right. Make sure to mark that with the left. Now we're going to do the front side. This is the fun one because of the discrepancy in the length and the undercut. So what I'm going to use is actually the cushion cover that came on it, just kind of filling up this void underneath here. So I'm going to just fold this over one time, put it under the paper here. And now that the short side of my cushion will sit up on top of the paper like this. Try to smooth it out the best you can. You don't want any major wrinkles. And now just start tracing right up like this. And you might have to, if it has an undercut, you might have to do the rocking it back and forward a little bit. Make sure you're making contact with the edges. Rock it up there, and there we go. And I'm also, before I move this away, I'm going to put a little hash mark right where that leg discrepancy starts, right at the apex of that. Okay, now that I've got that, I'm going to mark that is the right side here, left side, and there is our tracing, but before, we're not done yet. So now grab your tape measure. That's this kind of very flexible tape measure. And we need two measurements from you. One is we want to measure the surface area, the surface of the cushion. And I'm going to start right down the center from the rear sacral coccyx cutout, following the contours of the cushion, right out to, because we have a leg discrepancy. I'm going to go to the short leg is 21. Let me write that down. 21 inches to short leg. And then I'm also going to measure out to the front edge. That's 22.5 to the long edge. All right. The next one you're going to want to do, and the last one, is right across from trochanter relief to trochanter relief, right down into the well. Give us that measurement as well. And these measurements help us determine what the size of the fabric needs to be. 20 3/4. All right. Troche to troche. All right. Then you just make sure you put your name of the client on this pattern. Roll that up and mail that to us. You can give us a call here at Ride Designs first, and we'll give you an RA number to be able to send this back to us to make a new cover. That's how you make a cover pattern in the field. If you have any questions, reach out to us here at Ride Designs. Thanks a lot for your business.